Good morning, Birmingham. 9:06 on July the 7th of 2026. Got a hot one in store, 91 for a high, 40% chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. When I say this afternoon, probably 2 to 4, 2 to 5, somewhere around in there, generally when we start to hit that stuff. 30% chance of thunderstorms tomorrow, 91. 20% chance on Thursday, 92. So largely in the lower to mid 90s this week, with chances of rain that sort of decrease as the week wears on. Could be a good weekend to get yourself down to Rodney's Marine and talk to them about the boat of your dreams. You know, you can rent a boat right there online, rodneysmarine.com. But Suzuki-powered boats are for sale at Rodney's Marine, and that Suzuki Power's got that 5-year warranty on it, which is unmatched in the industry. Also, fantastic people who are going to make sure that you get the right boat for you. In-house financing makes it really easy. Very low monthly payments. You wouldn't think a boat was as affordable as it is. In fact, once you see what you're dealing with, you're going to start talking about accessories and the stuff that you really want to outfit your boat with, just to make sure that it is 100% yours and everything you want, nothing you don't. And boy, oh boy, do they have a selection. I mean, you got to see it to believe it. You can find out more at their Facebook page or go to their actual web page, rodneysmarine.com. Great place to find any and all of the boats. And by the way, the used ones are just incredible as well. I'm stunned. You put that Suzuki Power on one of their used boats, you wouldn't even know it was used, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And again, still in-house financing available all around with Rodney's Marine. If you already have a boat and you want to up-power it, again, Rodney's Marine, Suzuki Power, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. They are on Highway 231 in beautiful Cropwell, right there on Lake Logan Martin. You can also find them online at rodneysmarine.com. Find their Facebook page, 525-1500. Their telephone number, Rodney's Marine. And here's this guy.
It's Steve's turn.
Well, some people have said that you can't go home again, but in the case of the long-running NCIS series, that's about to be tested. Now, this is a series that, think about this, this is now going into season number 24. It's been around for a while, and people still like it, and people still watch it. And for those who have not yet watched, for whatever reason, the recently ended 23rd season, ended back in May, by the way, spoiler alert time, they killed off the director. Yeah, Rocky Carroll's character of NCIS director Leon Vance got killed off during the season. At this time, they have not named a new director for NCIS. But it is interesting to note that they have made the announcement that Michael Weatherly, who portrayed NCIS very Special Agent Tony DiNozzo for the first 13 years of those 23, he's coming back to the show at least on a one-year basis. Could it be longer? Maybe. Depends on how much money Weatherly needs. At this time, nobody's talking about it. He could be returning for good, or it could just be there for this one season. We don't know, other than reprising DiNozzo, exactly what his role is going to be. Is he coming in as the new acting director? Will he be the new director? Again, they're keeping all of that hush-hush. Speaking of returning, Mark Harmon set to reprise his ongoing role as Leroy Jethro Gibbs, which he's done since leaving the original show, mostly as an off-camera voiceover for the offshoot NCIS Origins. He did appear on camera for a moment or two during this past season. They made a big deal out of it. He wasn't on camera long. So exactly how he's set to return, again, could be just as in continuing to do the voiceover work for the origin story of the younger Gibbs, or maybe he gets some actual on-camera time. Don't know. That hasn't been revealed. And then finally, they've gotten some new news as well. Speaking of Origins, the new season is going to be shorter than the first two. What they're going to do is they're going to split it. So you got the offshoot NCIS Sydney, NCIS Origins, they're going to do a half and half. And then what they're going to do is create a new spinoff. Yeah, here's the latest. So we've had NCIS LA, NCIS New Orleans, NCIS Origins, NCIS Sydney, might be missing one in there, truth be told. Now we're going to get NCIS New York. It's bringing back LL Cool J from Agent Sam Hanna from the Los Angeles spinoff. He's going to take over the New York division. And here comes Scott Caan. Now, Scott has actually been part of the NCIS franchise. Who hasn't in 23 years, right? He was in the rebooted CBS show Hawaii Five-0, and the two shows did crossover episodes. So in the larger world of NCIS, he's actually been a part of it. We don't know whether he's going to reprise the role of Danny Williams that he did on Hawaii Five-0, or will they give him another new name and try to explain that away? Then there's the Paramount Plus series, Tony and Ziva. That is dead. Wow, they actually did kill off something. NCIS and CBS said they wanted to have their series stick to one city, whereas that pair went traveling all over Europe for the show, and it's obviously more expensive to produce, so they decided to kill that off. But if you were expecting the old dog of NCIS to just lay down and die, well, apparently it's learning new tricks still. And I'll say this. I don't watch much network television. NCIS is still one of the ones that I will actually watch.
I did watch it. I watched quite a bit of it. I probably saw the first, I don't know. I think I saw it right up until Tony left. I think and it was all,
So you
by
made
the way,
about 13 years.
it was all on Netflix, by the way.
Oh, I gotcha,
I didn't
yeah.
see any of it in real time.
I gotcha.
It was
Yeah.
all like well after the whole thing had taken place. It was an okay show. It was strange in a lot of ways. Like, for instance, Paulie Parrott, the tech girl.
Yes, the forensics.
Yeah, forensics girl. She had a major problem with Mark Harmon.
Oh, yeah.
They were supposed to be close friends in the show, but she, when her contract deal came up, she said, I will not be in the same room with that man. Like, she was just like, I refused. Now, I don't know what he was doing or what the problem was. Some NDAs were signed, I guess. But she's like, I'm not going to be in the same room. Yeah, I will sign up and I will be on the show, but not if I have to do scenes with him.
Yeah.
So every scene they did, she was on a screen coming from the lab or from the morgue or whatever.
Or if you saw quote unquote Gibbs in the lab, it was a stand-in,
Right.
and they were just shooting over his shoulder.
Exactly. That was a weird moment there that started taking place because it just felt odd and not quite right. Tony, by the way, when he took off to do his own show called Bull, yeah, that was another instance where a lot of people on set were like, he makes me very uncomfortable. He does things and says things that are not kosher.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, did he have to promise to be on his best behavior to come back to NCIS?
That's a good question.
I mean,
It
one
is.
has to, or maybe he's matured a lot and that's taken care of. I don't know. But my absolute favorite spinoff, I saw a little bit of L.A. I don't think I ever saw Australia, but I really
I watched a couple of episodes. I was, whatever.
I really like New Orleans.
I did too.
NCIS New Orleans, because I know that city so well, and I know all the shooting locations where they were doing stuff. I was like, oh, I've been there. Oh, I was there. Oh,
Yeah.
I know. I stayed in that Airbnb right there.
Well, and there's also the thought of who you got cast in there, and for some reason, Scott Bakula to me is just someone who I can follow and not necessarily think about it, because it's just an easy-going actor who just seems to flow into any role that he's in.
It's amazing. He has been in everything.
He has.
As near as I can tell. I remember he was on Murphy Brown for a
I
season.
do remember that, yeah.
You're like, what are you doing, man? He was on the Starship Enterprise at one point, and of course he was Dr. Samuel Beckett leaping through time, and I mean, then he was on NCIS New Orleans. Is there anything he can't do?
Not that I've found yet. I mean, he can play piano, he sings, he does Broadway, both drama and musical, and does comedy. I mean, I haven't seen him yet do anything that's really above his head.
He's the Marco Rubio of Hollywood. That's what he is. He's
Okay, I kind of like that.
He can do any job.
That works. Yeah.
He can do any job at
You
all.
can put him anywhere that we need him, and he's good to go.
He'll be fine. Wonderful. All right. Well, look, as long as people are still enjoying it, same with the Law and Order, the Wolf, the Dick Wolf shows. As long as people are still enjoying them, let them enjoy them.
Law and Order NCU's over 25 years now.
I lose patience with these things fairly quickly. I mean, 13 seasons seemed like a lot to me for NCIS. I was just like, yeah, I think I'm done. I don't think I'm going to watch any more of these. And it was ended on a cliffhanger too, and I was like, I don't care. I'm done. 9:15, Dixon and Vining, stick around. 920, Dixon Divining. Talk 995, talk995.com. You got a tree on your property you don't want that no more? I got just the guys. It's Alabama Tree Pros. Yeah. They came out, did the work for me. I met Eric there. He came out and, was kind of making sure that everything was done properly. Asked me if I'd had any problems with any of the work that was done. I said, heck no. I thought they were fantastic, these guys. I mean, you come home and you find 7 guys crawling all over your tree, and you're kind of like, whoa, didn't see that coming. They got the coolest tools. And anyway, the fact that the owner of the company felt the need to come by and check behind them and make sure everything was swell, I really liked that. And that was when I started talking to him about what I do for a living. And I said, I wonder if maybe you should advertise with us. And he said, I thought I recognized your voice. So, eventually we managed to get him on our airwaves, because when I find something that I really appreciate, that I really love, and I want to share it with you guys, I want to do it on a daily basis. And more to the point, more than any other advertiser on this show or any other, I get people telling me, man, I used Alabama Tree Pros and you were spot on. Everything you said was exactly right. They were less than the other guys. They did a fantastic job. I just can't say enough good things about them. So if you have a tree problem of any kind, Alabama Tree Pros, the guys you really want to be in touch with, because they are so very good at what they do. AlabamaTreePros.com, 308-4158, the telephone number. Let us give a quick shout-out to our longtime friend of this show and other shows I've been on, by the way, Jack Royer. Jack, of course, son of Mike Royer.
Yes.
Mike is going to be on with us on the phone on Thursday to talk a little bit about an event that's coming up that he's going to be a part of. But Jack has been coming in like, I remember I had his mom Amy on to talk a little bit about guns at one point. I'm sure there was something in the news, and there's always something in the news about guns. She used to own the gun settler, of course. And so she came in to talk about guns and gun safety and whatnot, brought him with her. And he was a wee small lad. Well, he's still a wee small lad.
That was a while ago.
He's still a wee small lad.
Yeah, kind of pocket size.
He and my daughter actually went to the same school for about a year, and he was 1 year behind her. But anyway, so of course he worked at CBS 42 here. We've had him on our airwaves a bunch of times. He was with Lindenberg right over at CBS 42. Was great. And then he moved to Miami.
You think it was Miami? Yeah.
Was it Miami? Yeah,
I think
actually,
so, yeah.
I think it was
Southern Florida.
Was
somewhere.
it Tampa first and then Miami? Maybe that
Might
was
have been.
it. I think it was Tampa first
Something
and
like
then Miami. And anyway, now he is up in the Orlando area. And you say, well, why would you move from Miami to Orlando? Because he is going to be the main anchor for Fox 35 there.
Yeah, their evening news.
Yes, evening news main anchor. He had been the morning guy, the cut-up morning guy, the fun, happy in Miami. And then he would do, like, fill-in stuff on the weekends. But here he is going to be the big honcho, the head honcho, the big cheese. And I think this is the kind of job that you want to settle into and be that long-term anchor that people trust, So congrats to our buddy Jack. I let him know on Facebook how much I appreciate him and love the fact that he is moving forward with the career. He's really, really good at what he does. I think even his father would say, he might have surpassed his old man already. We don't know. Mike, of course, is brilliant and has been a longtime friend of us as well. Speaking of Orlando, oops, this isn't Orlando. This is California. California. Disneyland welcomed its 1 billionth guest.
Good grief.
In Anaheim. Yep. It was an 8-year-old boy who was celebrating his birthday. Andres Robles and his parents, Alejandra and Jose Robles, illegal immigrants, all you just know it, were invited to participate in a ceremony on the Main Street USA train station platform. Welcoming our 1 billionth guest is a remarkable milestone for Disneyland Resort and a testament to the generations of guests who have made this special place part of their lives, said Jill Estorino, president of Disneyland Resort, also an illegal immigrant. Andres and his family unveiled an updated sign at Disneyland that read, Population 1 billion. They also received a VIP tour that included Walt Disney's private apartment. Oh, I've always wanted to see that. And Soarin' Across America attraction. Disneyland first opened its gates on July 17th of 1955.
You'd think for being the 1 billionth person through the turnstiles, you might get like free admission.
For life.
Yeah.
How about that?
I mean, come on.
You were the 1 billionth person. Give this guy the golden ticket. Let him go.
Yeah. Thanks
should-
for the tour of
yeah.
Walt's apartment. What else?
Yeah. Thanks for nothing. We got you some discount coupons for the food. Oh, wow. That's great. Food at
Thanks.
Disney. Food at Disneyland is insanely priced. I've actually been to Disneyland. I've never been to Disney World, despite the fact that I lived in the damn city.
Well,
did-
and I mean, lived here since 73, basically, grew up within a day's drive of it. I've been to the one in California twice and waited until I was an adult, and we went down there. I told you a couple of weeks ago, my wife took me down there, and we went for ESP on the weekend.
Yeah. A good time. I was there. I've
It was
been there for
fun,
that,
yeah. But, I mean, I didn't visit the one in Florida until I was an adult.
And that's not even the main park that you're at. That was their film.
That was over in the Hollywood.
The Hollywood. Yeah, it used to be
Hollywood Park.
Disney MGM, but now it's just Disney Film or something. I
Yeah,
don't
whatever
remember
they called
was,
it.
but
Yeah. So we spent most of the time. I spent most of the time there, but yeah, we went around, rode the rides. They were still opening up the newest park, the Wild Kingdom or whatever they called it,
Oh, yeah.
and we were able to ride. We were one of the ones that were able to ride the new roller coaster that they were testing out. And they were like, okay, we've tested it enough. Let's put some people on it. So we rode it. And then after we got done, we're going to close it and we're going to do some more work on it.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
We were the last ones. And I'm like, that was timing.
Steve broke it.
Well, you could say that too. That'd be kind of fun.
I got a story here from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, about a couple who are 101 and 100, respectively. John and his wife, Jerry. They've been married for 80 years,
Wow. Congratulations.
and they eat breakfast with their friends at a McDonald's in Murfreesboro every Friday.
Okay.
Wow.
Standing date. I like that.
I mean, this tells me that apparently Murfreesboro doesn't have a Jack's, because that's where all the folks go.
Yeah, that's true too.
Christina Crisp, the location's general manager, said, "We just love them. They've been here for a long time." Well, that's because they forgot how to get home. The couple's order has stayed consistent over the years. For breakfast, we usually eat the Egg McMuffin with sausage, said John. He's a World War II vet.
It's a good choice.
Says the key to a long, healthy life includes exercise. What is the secret to a lasting marriage? Treat your wife nice, try to help her all you can, and work hard. That's all. We've had our ups and downs over the years, but we still made it. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the one guy. You run across these 80-year marriages, and someone says, what's the secret to the long marriage? I want to hear hookers. That's the secret. Hookers.
Well, his wife might disagree with that.
Yeah, of course. This is the first I'm hearing of this. What?
Yeah, really. You've been doing what?
Got a review of Young Washington here, Angel Studios. This guy loved it. This guy absolutely loved it. All I've got is the Shark of Paper. I don't actually have a name for this cat, but it's from bleedingfool.com. And he rants and raves about it, talks about how it's all about his youth. And he says, Angel Studios, like you mentioned, getting some heavy hitters in there. Kelsey Grammer, Andy Serkis, Ben Kingsley. The fact that they're able to, start paying some higher dollars and then coming in $20 million in the opening weekend. They basically paid for the entire film in one weekend. Now the rest of it is gravy, baby. Gravy. It would be a shame if Angel Studios started making, $100 million pictures, because we would have lost some of the magic of the smallness and the charm of what they do. But then, let's just get another group to open up and do that from the ground up.
Somebody will always fill in that role.
But I tell you, Angel Studios, I see that name and I'm kind of like, okay, I'm intrigued right off the bat. I'm interested. It's 9:30, Dixon Divining, Talk 995, talk995.com. Stick around. 936 Dixon Dividing Talk 99.5, Talk 995.com. Appreciate you hanging out with us this fine morning. Valerie Vining will be back tomorrow, and this show will return to some form of normalcy. We'll see. And it looks like we're going to be together for a couple of good weeks, and then, one or the other of us will be taking off again. It's summertime. We do get to be missing every once in a while, Got to get them vacation days in while we can. It is... did you download this Matthew McConaughey thing, Steve?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, marvelous. I really would like to hear it. I read it, but I kind of want to hear it in that Texas drawl that he does so well. It's interesting to me that you have just an actor who decided on the 250th anniversary of America to sit down and write a bit of a soliloquy and then put it up on social media because, well, frankly, there's so much crap on social media right now. Believe me, I'm immersed in it most days. This is a breath of fresh air. He just put this up for the 4th, and he wrote it out. He recorded it on X and made it available to anybody and everybody. Give it a listen.
250 years young. Howdy, America. And to a lot of people, that may seem like a long time to be a country, but it's really not. But I tell you what, it's definitely not too long to be. It's not too long to be an idea, which is what America is. A land that has never been yet. And that yet that we're seeking and chasing, that's the whole thing. It's a place we're never going to arrive at. And that's not failure because we won't. That's by design. And think about it, we didn't start this country on any kind of proof. We started it on a belief that was worth fighting for. A wager that was worth betting on, an act of faith that a self-governing people could be something worth being and becoming. And here we are 250 years later, the bet's still on the table, folks. We have not cashed in, and let's hope we never cash in. We need skeptics, yes we do. We do not need cynics. One cares enough to question, which we should, and the other one's already quit. We don't need you. So here we are celebrating 250 years of independence. We look around. What have we built? What have we restored? What is still standing? What has fallen by the wayside? What's gone forever? In the best of us, I see 250 years of showing up at least. Arguing, loving, losing, forgiving, starting over, believing in who we are. And what we can be, that's the yet we're chasing. So here we are today, lighting the fire, breaking the bread, raising a glass to our family and friends, and maybe even to the neighbor that we don't agree with. Today, we're gonna let the kids run barefoot after dark, baby. That's the celebration. Not that we've arrived anywhere, but to the fact that we are still on our way. Take inventory with the one in the mirror and together. Here's to more dancing in the home of the brave. Happy 250th, America.
Now that is something. You don't run across that every day. And who doesn't love his voice? I mean, come on. He's got the greatest Texas drawl ever. It does make me wonder, there was a time when they were toying with the idea of him running for governor of Texas. And he was cagey about it, and they said, nah, I'm not going to do that. I wonder if maybe he wouldn't be interested in getting involved in politics at some point. Not
Revisiting that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good idea or a bad idea, don't get me wrong. It's a good idea if he wants to, and he's going to be wise about it. And he seems like a fairly wise guy. Not a wise guy, but, a wise guy. But if it's only for the Me Tooism or the big ego, and I don't know that he has a big ego, then don't, If you really think you can help, then by all means, we would love to have you. Krispy Kreme is debuting Girl Scout cookies inspired by donuts. No, I'm sorry. Krispy Kreme is debuting Girl Scout cookie inspired donuts.
Oh,
for a
which
limited
flavor?
time only. Well, they've got. How do they not have the Thin Mint? Got to have the Thin Mint, right?
One would think.
Lemon Ups and coconut caramel, which of course is the Samoan.
Samoa. Oh, okay.
Girl Scout cookie flavors are iconic for a reason. Oh yeah, I'm looking at these. Oh boy. Okay. I can see how that would be a problem for people. The Samoa donut looks exactly like like they took a
Like the
Samoa
cookie?
and made it big.
Oh, dang, man. It's my favorite one of the Girl Scout cookies.
Is it
Always has
really?
been.
Thin Mints are America's favorite, of course. I am
Yeah.
a peanut butter patty guy, but I told you I found the perfect knockoff at Aldi for those things. I can eat them whenever I damn well please because they have them and they're cheap. They're like $1.99 for a package,
Shoot, that's not bad.
which is way less than Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, it is.
And are they exactly the same? But they're close enough.
Close,
you know,
yeah,
close
there you
enough. Well, these are out for a limited time, so if you find yourself near a Krispy Kreme, here's that whistling again that people complain about. You know, sometimes I whistle, sometimes I don't, like a teapot. Publix
Overheated over there?
is recalling blueberries after multiple people became severely sick with E. coli.
Ew, that's not good.
Mhm. They're frozen blueberries, which, oh boy, that made me feel good. But actually,
Well,
I
they
bought
froze
mine.
the E. coli, too.
Yeah, I bought mine at Aldi, so I don't have to worry about it. I bought a lot of stuff at Publix for the 4th of July celebration, and I thought, oh, did I buy my blueberries? No, it doesn't matter. They were fresh anyway, but I bought them at Aldi.
So it was the frozen ones that are being recalled. Okay.
Yes, the Chilean company Frutas y Hortalizas del Sur S.A.
Right.
That rolls right off the tongue.
That did?
10-ounce bags of frozen Greenwise organic IQF blueberries, and we are one of the states in which they are sold. So dump those suckers. Get rid of them.
Yeah, once again, frozen. If you got the fresh ones, you're okay.
You're fine. Coca-Cola has launched 5 hard-to-find flavors.
Oh, what are they doing? Sending us on some sort of a scavenger hunt?
I don't think we're going to be getting these.
Oh, well, thanks for nothing there, Coca-Cola.
The new lineup includes Minute Maid Triceratops Twist,
What?
Sprite Curious Cooler, Minute Maid Poppin' Punch, Fanta Easy Peasy Orange Squeezy, and High C Pineapple Passion.
Wow, they do still make high C. Okay.
I mean, this sounds like they were all made for 5-year-olds, right?
Sure.
Yeah. They're mostly going to be sold at Coca-Cola Freestyle machines at Universal Kids Resort. Mm-hmm.
Universal has a kids resort?
It's in Frisco, Texas.
Well, okay then.
All righty. First of its kind hot dog bun coming soon.
Oh, really?
Why?
That is a good question.
They are Pringles Pop Dog Buns. Yes, they taste like Pringles.
The bun tastes like a Pringle chip.
Yeah. The new Pringles Pop Dog
Interesting.
Buns are potato-based buns that are made to fit inside a Pringles can, measuring 7.5 inches long. Means they're slightly longer than a traditional hot dog bun, which is usually 6 inches, but not quite as long as a jumbo hot dog bun, which is usually 8 inches. Buns are infused with 3 Pringles-inspired flavors, including sour cream and onion, barbecue, and honey mustard. Will instantly add mouth-watering flavor to your hot dog, even before the condiments and toppings.
So they've made it to fit into the can. That's how they're selling it? So you buy one hot dog bun?
I don't see that. I think that actually it fits into the can, but I don't think that that's the way they're selling them.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong, but they have pictures here of them going into cans, but they all have hot dogs in them. So I think it's just a marketing thing.
All right. Seems more novelty than anything else.
Yeah, it's a stupid marketing thing, but it's a marketing thing.
Well, somebody will buy it.
All right, Pringles. Somebody has come up with a store brand peanut butter that made this peanut butter snob, Melinda Sellshirt, as in sell your shirt, from Southern Living, made it her favorite. A peanut butter store brand. It came from, get this, Aldi.
Ooh.
It's,
This suddenly became her favorite?
suddenly became her favorite.
All right.
Simply Nature Organic Creamy Peanut Butter.
Well, there's that word organic, though.
I know. First off, that usually means more expensive, but at Aldi, probably not. Secondly, it's $4.85 for this jar of peanut butter. It's a regular jar. Don't make me have to stir it.
I was going to ask that question too. Is it one of those where you got to stir it?
Doesn't appear to be. There's no reference to that here, but that doesn't mean that it's not. Aldi's organic peanut butter was creamy, fresh, and had just the right amount of salt. Also, while some natural peanut butters can cost upwards of $7, this was $4.85. Perfect for PB&J's, peanut butter and banana sandwiches, or just eating right off the spoon. Aldi's peanut butter is versatile. It does have a runnier texture. Oh, you lost me.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. That kind of tells me there's the oil thing going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll pass. Thanks. Last but not least, McDonald's National Friday. Deals give you good reason to open the app. That's right.
Ah.
Friday is coming.
Okay.
It is, what day is it? By golly. We need to know.
One would consider probably Friday.
Is it this coming Friday?
Oh.
Yes, it is. It's this Friday.
Yay.
It's July the 10th. And if you get the app, you can get free fries with any purchase, which is pretty standard for McDonald's. Yeah. I mean,
I can buy that.
and then they have other, little presents throughout the course of the year if you want to download their app. But I don't know.
And they'll be great for 7 minutes.
The fries, yes. I honestly believe that this tying your app to your food consumption is something that is going to become de rigueur for many, many, many kids or younger people, young adults. It's going to become the norm for them. It's never going to catch on for me.
No, I don't have one single. I think you said recently you had two.
No, I have like 4 or 5.
Four.
Yeah,
or 5.
well,
I thought it was 2.
3 pizza joints.
Oh, okay.
Remember? I got
Yeah.
all 3 pizza joints.
I have nothing
Yeah.
food-wise on there. You know,
Yeah.
the one app that I've got 2 apps. One is the Walmart Plus, which we got because they're a combination with Paramount Plus.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did the Circle K thing because every once in a while, you get a good deal and you click on it and you can get sometimes up to 25 cents off on a gallon of gas. Gallon of gas.
Yeah.
So I got those 2, but that's about as close as I get.
Yeah.
I don't have any restaurant app.
It's just I'm never going to marry my phone to food. It's not going to happen, but it is going to become the norm for most people. It's going to become because it's just so convenient to go there, order what it is you want. When you drive to the pickup window, you just show them the whatever barcode or whatever. I don't know. You already paid for it, and then they just hand you the food through the window, and you're off and running. You don't have to sit there and yell into a clown's mouth, which is always embarrassing. 9:49 with Dixon and Vining. The question of the day coming up next. 9:54, Dixon Inviting, Talk 99.5, Talk995.com. The Alabama Men's Clinic ready to help you with that testosterone problem you didn't know you had until such time as you got it tested. If you've been wondering why you're feeling a little sluggish, why maybe you're waking up in the middle of the night, why you're not gaining muscle when you go to the gym or losing weight, then this might be the problem. Yeah, testosterone, lack thereof. The Alabama Men's Clinic will test you on your very first visit, give you a number, let you know where you stand, and then come up with a plan to get you where you need to be, which is between 600 and 900. And boy, they're good at what they do. I'll tell you what, urology-backed medicine, strong guys, great human beings who are going to treat the whole you. If you're having trouble with ED, they can help you with that. Weight loss, hair loss, all of it. They do it at the Alabama Men's Clinic, but you got to make the phone call and make the appointment. They're very discreet, 598-7000. Not everybody wants to come on the radio like me and go, yeah, I'm a client. I'm happy to be there. 598-7000, the Alabama Men's Clinic, alabamamensclinic.com. If you want to pop that one on your computer screen, you can go ahead and actually make yourself an appointment within 30 seconds or so. Some of the texts we have received, let's see, the audio is distorting on the iHeart app, Steve. Rick is telling us that.
Can't do anything about iHeart. That's on their end.
That's on their end, yeah. Forgot about Sydney because I didn't watch it either, says Susie, talking about
the NCIS.
Yeah. Give my dogs frozen blueberries from Publix every day as a healthy snack. I buy the 2-pound bag. Scott, don't do that.
Yeah, your dog might get E. coli now.
Not good. My hubby and I are watching from the beginning of NCIS. I just started the beginning of NCIS New Orleans. Gets confusing as we watch the current season 2. Yes. Yeah, you're going to have to make a choice here.
Yeah, you start jumping back and forth in time, and yeah, it can get a little confusing.
Stick with one. All right, let's do this.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
Here it is. Back when you were a cash-strapped student, what did you eat besides ramen noodles?
I remember buying quite a bit of bologna and sliced cheese, making cheap sandwiches, and I do remember buying a fair amount of mac and cheese, too. Something that was just easy to make and inexpensive.
Yeah, and you didn't use butter or milk in it because that would cost money.
Yeah, exactly.
I was the same way. I was like, you can make this with a little water and it'll work out fine. Something that is immortalized, by the way, in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Because
that's true.
That's exactly what he does. He just makes himself some standard mac and just like, ugh. Okay. For me, fortunately, I worked at a grocery store and there was something we called Gray Burgers. They came in a stack of 10, and it was about $4. And I'm not sure that they were really hamburger meat. I'm not sure what they were.
Gray Burger.
They were frozen. And they were, it was a stack of 10, and you'd take them home, and from frozen to cooked, you'd pop them right in the frying pan. They weren't like Bubba Burgers. Bubba Burgers are good.
Yeah.
These are thin, and they would heat up, and they would turn gray. And that's why we called them Gray Burgers. I also could buy they had loaves of white bread for 33 cents.
Yep.
Canned tomato soup, 3 for $1. That was always a loss leader item. And so I could buy and cheap ketchup and mustard, 99 cents for each. And now you've got, and pasteurized processed cheese food, which was next to nothing. You could make yourself a hamburger for around $1. It wasn't a good burger. But it was a burger.
Food.
It was food.
Yeah, it filled you up. Exactly.
Yeah.
Tanya says peanut butter. Yeah, peanut butter fairly cheap.
Peanut butter was good. Yeah, we did have that generic mac and cheese, which was really cheap as well. I tried to stay away from it because it just, if it's not gonna be Kraft, I couldn't eat it.
Yeah, that was the one thing. Yeah. You could walk up and go and buy the blue box, the Kraft macaroni and cheese, and it was inexpensive.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah.
Now it's $1.25.
1987.
Canned Vienna sausage sandwich with plastic cheese food, says Jonathan.
Wow, there you go.
Mess hall, says Thomas. I was cash-strapped young soldier living in the barracks, sure.
Yeah.
Betsy, I would go to McDonald's every morning and get one cheese biscuit and a cup of coffee. It was 75 cents. That was 1986 to 89 when I was in law school at Cumberland.
Those were the days.
Jar of peanut butter and a loaf of bread and a box of Ritz crackers so I could change it up and stay satisfied, says Cherry. Seth says we would make a big pot of spaghetti without meat because we couldn't afford that. We would eat it for days. Every Wednesday was a fresh pot of spaghetti. Yeah, I also did that. I know what you're talking about. Pasta was inexpensive. Peanut butter and crackers, small hot McDonald's French fries with a small chocolate milkshake. Geez, joy, you were wealthy. Used to get a handful of Big Mac 2-for-1 coupons at a local bank and hit up McD's a few times a week.
2 for 1. Okay, 2 for 1. I get it.
Taco Bell and Crystals were cheaper than a bag of Crystals or burgers. Could last a few days if the fridge was working. Sure.
If the fridge was working. Love it.
I created a dish, Kraft mac and cheese mixed with stovetop stuffing and sauerkraut. Ew, Jenny.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeesh.
That's an odd combo.
Hot dog combo at Sam's Club and the $59.79.99 menu at Taco Bell, says Jim. That was good. Mayonnaise sandwiches, White Castle, Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat, $1 burritos from Taco Bell, macaroni and cheese, Price Breaker brand canned chili from Winn-Dixie, 10 cents a can. Love it, Stan. That's it for us. We are out of here. Back tomorrow with Valerie, dark and early, 6 a.m. Talking to you then. Bye-bye now.